Atlanta City Electric is helping customers to save. We discuss energy assistance programs and energy efficiency incentives. Plus, we meet a trade ally who is helping small businesses to save on their energy usage. It's all here on the next Latino Motion. Join us.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation. Join us online at www.latinomotion.tv. Find us on Facebook and YouTube. We encourage your comments and contributions for show topics. Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare. For more information, call 1-888-569-1000 or visit atlanticare.org. Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world. And South Jersey Gas.
Welcome to Latino Motion, a weekly interview show highlighting issues impacting New Jersey's Latino community while advancing understanding of Latino cultural heritage and contributions to our society. And here is your host, Bert Lopez.
Buenos dias and welcome to Latino Motion. Utility costs are top of mind for all of us. We discuss energy assistance programs and ways to save with Atlanta City Electric. Joining me is Duran Brown. She is a senior community specialist to discuss this and more. Duran, welcome to Latino Motion.
Hi, Bert. Thank you for having me.
And Duran, I know that me and you cross paths at work, because we both work for Atlanta City Electric, and we're out and about in the community. I noticed that you do a lot of tabling events, providing information on energy assistance programs. But I also noticed that some people are resistant. They don't think it's real, but there is real money to be saved in your electric bill, and there are very important programs that could help.
Yeah, absolutely. There's different programs right now that are available. There's different ones based on income and household sizes and different people's needs. And there's a lot that don't think they qualify for these programs, but they actually do. So that's why I'm here today, to hopefully help get some more customers the help that they deserve.
That is great. And one of the programs is the Atlanta City Electric Customer Relief Fund, an important assistance. Please tell me more about that one.
This is a new fund that was just started by our charitable donation by Exelon Pepco Holdings. It's a one-time assistance for $300 for eligible customers. They have to be an active ACE residential customer. They have to have at least $250 delinquent for 60 days. And then they have to apply and meet the income guidelines. They can apply through our website at atlanticcityelectric.com/relief or on Shares Nation, which is who is administering the funds for us.
So tell me more about this process in terms of the application. I think you went through the qualifications, and how does this get applied to your bill?
So customers would apply either online or in person at some of our Customer Relief Fund events that we've hosted, and then they have to provide some documentation. Documentation differs based on each person's household and what they have. Then they take it and they evaluate to make sure they meet the criteria, and then it would go directly to their bill.
It's interesting that not everyone follows through, right? And it's $300. That's a good substantial amount of assistance. They just need to follow through. And obviously, there are folks who apply and haven't been able to follow through.
Yeah, absolutely. They try to reach out to make sure with incomplete documentation. They have over 14 days to try to get that information in, and they accept it by mail, fax, or by online. So there's different options to get it to them.
Now, you mentioned the website, Atlanta City Electric. Can you also call in?
Yeah, you could go online. They have their own website. You can apply from there or call them. And they can mail you out an application too if you're not able to do it online.
Now, I know this fund started in the summer. Is there still sufficient funds available for customers to apply?
Yes, there's still $2 million out there for customers to utilize. So we're trying our best to get the word out so customers can get the help they need.
Very good. Now, this is one of those programs that is totally funded by Atlanta City Electric, but there's a number of other state and federal programs. Let's walk through some of those. What's one that you would like to share with us?
Absolutely. So I'd like to start with USF, which stands for our Universal Service Fund. It's a year-round program that helps pay directly to your electric and whatever you heat with. Customers can actually apply online or again in person. As of this October, the utilities now take these applications as well. So I'm able to help customers sign up for this program. Customers could see where I am from our website. There's also usually flyers posted. Sometimes we do emails. They can even also just email me if they want at communityimpact@exeloncorp.com, and I could reach out to them.
Now, tell me what kind of assistance do they provide?
So it's actually a once a month for 12 months direct payment to the utility. The state inputs their information and determines how much that would be, but they get it for exactly one whole year, and then they just have to recertify after that 12 months.
And who qualifies? I mean, is this age limit, income limit?
So it does go by your household size and income, but a family of 4 can gross up to $118,000 annually. So there's a lot of customers that actually qualify that don't think they do. But there's only 20% of the customers who are eligible actually utilizing these funds.
Wow, that is amazing. So money's available, there's money on the table, and it's just a matter of applying.
Yes.
Is there also some documentation that has to be submitted with this application?
Yeah, similar documentation's needed for almost all the programs, like Social Security cards, as long as one person in the household has a Social Security card, proof of income, proof that they own or rent, and then their most recent utility bills.
Now, the automatic, or rather the end of the period of the 12 months, that's not automatic, right? That you do have to apply again.
Yeah, you have to recertify once a year. The state lets you know, they send you a letter in the mail prior to that year so that you can get your application back in.
All right, well, that's a very helpful program, and this is not just for seniors. This is for anyone, right?
Correct, anyone that meets the income guidelines.
All right, tell me what other programs.
So USF goes great with LIHEAP. It's actually on one application. LIHEAP also helps with heating costs, and it's a federally funded program. It has the same income guidelines as USF, and it's in one easy application that we can help the customers do.
So does that work for your electric bill as well as gas and other utilities?
Yeah, the state determines which utility and which amount is going to go to which to help offset cost.
All right, so you don't have to just have electric.
Correct.
Tell me more about some of the other programs.
So there are some programs just for senior citizens and those that are disabled, such as Lifeline. Some people think it's a Lifeline phone, but it's not. It's actually for electric help.
Okay.
And it's a one-time help once a year for $225. Again, you can either call or go online to newjersey.gov to find out more information about that one. And then Shares also offers, when available, several different options as well for a little bit more moderate income guidelines. And they offer, like, it's called Page and Shares. These are also additional assistance programs that help pay on your past due.
So all this could be very confusing. Is there one location where all this information is located and you could have the links to be able to apply?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually offer on our Atlantic City Electric website, it's called Single Stop and Assistance Tool Finder. Customers can put in some very basic information, and it's going to tell them what programs they might qualify for with energy assistance, but other programs too, such as food stamps, Medicaid. Oh. It's literally a one-stop shop right on our website to help them.
Oh, that's amazing. So obviously Atlanta City Electric is committed to helping our customers with the whole issue that we have on affordability. We want to talk a little bit about some ways that customers could save as well, right? I'm sure that it's not just help with the paying your electric bill, but also finding ways to reduce the amount of energy that you're using and hence lower the bill. Very, very important. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation. Join us online at www.latinomotion.tv. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We encourage your comments and contributions for show topics.
Welcome back to Latino Motion. We continue our discussion with Duran Brown, Senior Community Relations Specialist with Atlanta City Electric. And Duran, we talked about the energy assistance programs. There's actual money on the table to help individuals who qualify for these programs, but not enough people are taking advantage of these programs, are they?
No, not at all. Like I said earlier, only 20% of people that qualify are actually utilizing these funds. So we really suggest that if you think you might qualify, apply, and apply for all the different programs that you can so you can get the most out of the utility programs there are.
Very important to be able to access some of those programs. Very, very important, Duran. Obviously, there are other ways to manage your bill to make sure that you're not delinquent. And tell me about some of those ways that Atlanta City Electric is helping customers to manage their bill.
Absolutely. We always want to support our customers in any way that we can. So we offer different payment arrangements. There's budget billing. A lot of customers like budget billing because it takes your usage from the last 12 months and then gives you a set price for 12 months based on what you used. People like that because then they don't see spikes in different times of the seasons.
And that's especially important for someone that may be in a fixed income, retirees, et cetera, that would be a steady amount or close to it every month, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And it reevaluates itself too to make sure it's the correct amount based on what you're using. And then we also offer like payment arrangements. If you see that you're starting to get behind, you can call and they tailor make payment arrangements based on your circumstances and how much you owe. And they can do different time periods of like 6 months to 12 months based on what you've had before. We also offer extended due dates and things of that if you just need a little bit of help one time, but there's a lot of different options. I always tell customers the main thing to do is call. Don't just do nothing. I see so many customers that don't do anything and then it's worse. We want to help. We want to support. Please call us so we can help.
Yeah, that's very, very important. In addition to all this, customers could take it on their own to save, right? I know that back in the day, we only had one TV, right? It seems like there's a lot of electrical appliances, a lot of energy is being used. We're not maybe as conscious of leaving the lights on, and maybe I think a lot of people are already using LED lights, which is great. That reduces the cost. But there's just being conscious about saving. Now, there are other ways that Atlanta City Electric is also helping customers in ways to save. Tell me more about those.
We have a lot of energy efficiency programs through ACE. They can all be found online as well. We offer for any ACE customer who's residential, despite any income, a quick home energy assessment. It's completely free. They come out, takes about an hour, and they let you know where you might be losing energy and install some energy efficient measures in the home that will help reduce your bills. So, because when we're saving energy, we're saving money. So they put in like LED light bulbs, like you mentioned. They do power strips, things of that sort, water factorators, things like that that'll help save money. They also offer rebates and incentives for small appliances. So if you trade them in, you can actually get a rebate back. We also offer on our app where you can track your own energy use day by day. You can get weekly updates. They can even tell you if you have a high alert of high energy. So there's a lot of different ways that we offer to try to help you manage. And like I always tell my kids, you got to turn the lights off. And then I also recently have been telling people that unplugging like our air fryers in our kitchen, we call that vampire use because it's not on, but it's still drawing electric if it's plugged in.
Yeah, those are very good tips. And certainly that energy audit, so critical, right? Because I know particularly folks who have older homes, they may have not have appropriate insulation, leaks through the window, et cetera. But there's also funding that may be associated to help customers rectify some of those issues, correct?
Yes, ACE has a few that they can go online and do weatherization. There's also Comfort Partners. They're income-based that do weatherization as well for the state.
The important thing is to check it out. We have a lot of that information on the Atlanta City Electric website. And obviously, there are some income qualifications for that as well.
For some of them, like the Comfort Partners, their weatherization is income-based, but for our home assessment, that's free for any ACE customer.
Now, if you're a renter, particularly in the Latino community, maybe we do have a lot of renters as opposed to homeowners. Could those programs also help them?
Yeah, absolutely. Our home assessments can be for renters. We do ask that you get approval from your landlord, and they can do up to 4 units per apartment. So as long as you're not in a multi-dwelling with like 20 or more, they can still provide the assessment.
Again, all this information is available on the website.
Absolutely.
Now, there are other outreach efforts that are taking place to help customers sign up for these basically energy efficiency programs, and you're going to see them in events in community. Very important that you check them out as well. Anything else you want to add in terms of those programs?
No, just to make sure they're utilizing those too. You know, the more we educate ourselves, the more we can help ourselves save money on our bills.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about, obviously, managing your bill and saving, very, very important. We have, again, the energy assistance program, the energy efficiency program. Can you qualify for both?
Yes, you can. So you can apply for the energy assistance and for the home assessment and for any other weatherization that's available.
And it's probably important for those folks who do need energy assistance to consider the energy efficiency, right? Because that means that they probably need help in lowering that bill. And some of these energy efficiency programs do just that.
Absolutely. If we're able to put more energy efficient measures in the home, the bills won't be as much, which will make it easier for customers to maintain.
You mentioned the vampire story about, you have things that are plugged in and you're not using them, but you also have very old appliances.
Yes.
That could be a burden in terms of the usage. They use a lot more, particularly like refrigerators. And I know that a big part of the electric bill is heating and cooling. So making sure that those appliances are maintained and that you get the lower usage type of appliances.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're able to service like your heating and cooling once a year to make sure that they're at their top game, that's really important. And then we also tell people that if their health allows, you can put your degrees on your thermostat a few higher in the summer and a few lower in the winter, can save you a lot of money on your bills.
Well, this is all very useful information. Again, I just want to direct everyone to the website, the Atlanta City Electric website for information. Any final words you'd like to share about these programs?
Just that I really hope that someone will hear this and know that we're here to help.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Duran, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here on Latino Motion, and we'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. Joining me is Elvis Gadavi. He is a sales consultant for Rich Energy Solutions Company. And Elvis, it's a pleasure to have you back on Latino Motion.
Bert, thank you very much for having me on again.
And I know you were here a couple years ago.
Yes, I was.
So, and at that time, you were a restaurant owner. And you have a new career. Tell me more about that.
All right, yeah. I mean, let me just, for those that don't know me, my name's Elvis Gadavid. I'm from Atlantic City. Born and raised, worked in the trades for about 10 years with the Rich family, with Rich Fire Protection. And then I went into business for myself. In about 2012, I opened up a restaurant, had it the last 14 years, and I am now back in the trades. working with the same family, Rich Energy Solutions. We are a company that does energy efficiency, and the company has been in business in Lake City for the last 100 years, performed thousands of energy efficient upgrades to small businesses.
So obviously, as a small business owner, you know some of the needs of small businesses in your prior career. We just had Atlanta City Electric on the show talking about energy assistance, energy efficiency. You're one of the trade allies for Atlanta City Electric, and you're focused on commercial and industrial customers, but particularly small businesses, right? So tell me more about how you're able to help small businesses really to save on their energy bills.
Yeah, so we partnered with Atlantic City Electric and South Jersey Gas to help them with the costs of replacing their equipment. You know, maybe their equipment's 10 or 15 years old and it's just not running efficiently anymore. There's, you know, money there to help them offset those costs. Not just offset the cost, but you know, zero out of pocket, and they finance the balance of it at 0% interest. What's important is really getting the word out there that there is help for small businesses.
Let's talk about the program that, as we know it, is the direct install program. There's incentives from the utility, Atlanta City Electric, and how much could a small business owner save on some of those retrofits that are needed to make their operations more efficient?
They could save up to 70%, right?
Which is
so
significant. Give me some examples.
You know, we are doing a job in Atlantic City for a local restaurant, and Kelsey and Kim's, and they need all the rooftop units replaced. They're old. They're not running efficiently anymore. You know, to call someone to come in and do a simple job on an older unit costs a lot of money. So we're replacing them all. They're going to see 30 to 40% savings on replacing all those rooftop units.
Is that on the 40 to 30%? Is that on their energy bill?
On their energy bill.
Okay.
You know, so the savings on the energy bill is going to offset what it's actually going to cost them to come out of pocket to replace these units. They're getting the 70%, you know, grant to cover the full cost.
So this is the upfront
But the
cost.
efficiency on these new units are going to offset what it's actually costing them to replace all their equipment. It's really a no-brainer.
All right, so they're saving 70% of that cost
Up front.
to rectify what they need to
Exactly.
be able to save the 30 to 40%
Yes,
on energy. So that's an amazing incentive, certainly. Tell me a little bit more about some of these programs. Obviously, the direct install is the main program. Are you also running other programs as well?
Yes, you know, the New Jersey EDA, the Economic Development Authority, for our area, Atlantic City, Pleasantville, there are parts of Egg Harbor Township that do fall under overburdened community zone. There's additional grants out there that will be given on top of the grant that you're approved for. So there's a lot of opportunity out there. And, you know, if anybody wants more information on that, they just have to simply reach out to us at Rich Energy Solutions.
And then we have the email address up
Yes.
on the screen. And as a Latino, obviously, you know,
Yes,
we
sir.
do have quite a number of Latino-owned businesses. And, you know, in general, sometimes people think it's too good to be true. But this is real money available.
Correct.
Incentives from Atlanta City Electric and utilities that's really there and available, and you just have to apply.
Like we saw in the last governor's race, the utilities aren't going down. In fact, they're actually slated to go up. There's only one way for you to actually offset your bills and have them go down, become more energy efficient.
And that's a good advice, not just for the small businesses, but obviously the residential level as well.
Correct.
Tell me more about what type of businesses, you mentioned the restaurant. What other type of businesses will qualify for these type of incentives?
There's a large scale of small businesses that will fall under a cap of energy usage under 300 kW. So large scale restaurants, churches, municipalities, nonprofits. 300 kW is a lot of power. And so they all fall under that number. And it broadens the grant program to a lot of businesses, not even small. I mean, we're talking about nice size businesses that will qualify.
Now, there, under the Direct Install program, there is an opportunity to do an assessment before you even commit.
Sure,
Right? It's
well,
absolutely free. Tell me about that.
We will send you out a one-page document that's really simple. We'll take a quick look at your monthly utility bills. We'll come in, we'll do a survey of the entire property. We'll look at everything from HVAC to your boilers to your hot water heaters. Your lighting is a huge savings. And we will conduct a survey, we'll come back, and we'll let you know exactly what you could potentially save by upgrading your equipment.
Now, are you also able to give the information on the incentives and other savings that,
Yes,
for the upfront costs?
We work directly with Atlantic City Electric and South Jersey Gas, and we will formulate a plan and show them exactly what they're able to save.
Now, how do they go about just requesting the survey, the evaluation?
It really is, they need to be informed. And I think the important thing here is informing the small businesses that these programs are out there.
What's the first step they need to take, those small businesses, to get the assessment they need to be able to make that
You
decision?
reach out to Rich Energy Solutions. We come out with a simple one-page, request of some basic information. We will then set up a survey. We come, we look at the building, we compare your utility bills to what they could be, and we're going to show you the savings.
That's really amazing in terms of, it's a no-brainer, but I still know that there's resistance out there. And obviously, it's important to know that these are real programs. You have to be careful with scammers, right? So you are a registered trade ally for Atlanta City Electric. And why is that important?
They trust us. We're partners. We're channel partners with Atlantic City Electric. They trust us to do the work. We've done thousands of installations. We give you turnkey projects. We see it from start to finish. We're fully responsible for the entire project, and we see it through.
And as the trade ally, you obviously help them with the application process as well.
We help them from the day that we first communicate through email or phone call to the final day that everything is operational, up and running, and then there's a 2-year warranties on everything that we've done with them too. So anything that they might have issues with, we can also take care of.
All right. Again, we'll have the website. The folks could contact you directly.
Yes.
The email address actually is your email address. Y habla español también.
También hablo español y le puedo comunicar muy bien en español si quieren.
Muy bien. Well, muchas gracias. Thank you for sharing this information.
Thank
Again,
you for having me
it's
on.
very important for those small businesses to take advantage of this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us. And thank you for joining us at home once again here on Latino Motion.
Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare. For more information, call 1-888-569-1000 or visit atlanticare.org. Energy for a changing world. And South Jersey Gas.